Alright, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning. So, today we're going to be practicing, we'll continue our course. So, today we're going to learn more about the multiplication function and the sum function. Today, the multiplication function and the sum function. So, in this file, you will practice more on the multiplication and sum function. You also learn about the Autosum in Excel. You learn about what is known as absolute addressing, or how to log a row in Excel. Let's learn about that. So what are going to use all these skills for in real life? So in real life, we are going to use it to determine the amount paid to each supplier. So like for example, now this is our practice file. So on our practice file, we have it's for a bakery company. So they have six suppliers. And these are the prices that the supplier supplied sugar, butter, and flour to them. These are the individual prices that each of the suppliers supplied to them. Altogether. So this $0.32 is the price for 1 pound of sugar that supplier one gave to this bakery. That's the price they bought for 1 pound of sugar from supplier one. The same thing with butter. This is the price that this supplier sold to this company, to this bakery. It sold 1 pound of butter for $1.567. You understand? If you observe now, the prices for each of the suppliers are different. They are different prices for each of the suppliers altogether. So each of the prices is the price for 1 pound of sugar from a particular supplier. So like this guy now is the price of 1 pound of butter from supplier six altogether. So in the next row you observe that we have the quantity. The quantity is the amount of sugar we bought from each of the suppliers. So this bakery that we're working for, they bought 364 pounds of sugar from supplier one. As you can see, this is the quantity he bought. So he bought 364 pounds of sugar from supplier one. He bought 391 pounds of sugar from supplier one, and so on and so forth. So this table here is the quantity we bought from each of the suppliers. Quantity of the sugar, quantity of the butter, quantity of the flour. The number of pounds of sugar we bought. That is in this quantity table. So if we look at the next table now, we have to determine the cost. You understand what determine the cost of buying sugar from supplier one, cost of buying sugar from supplier two, cost the total cost of butter, and everything that we're going to do in this exam. So our goal in this exam is to determine the amount paid to each of the supplier for what? For sugar, butter, and flour. So for supplier one, how much are we paying him for the sugar? How much are we paying him for the flour? How much are we paying for the butter? For supplier one. For supplier two, the same thing. How much are we paying for supplier two for sugar? How much are we paying for butter? How much are we paying for flour? You understand? Then at the end of the day, we'll find the total amount that we're paying supplier one, the total amount we're paying supplier two, and so on and so forth. We'll also determine the total amount to be paid. Are you all together now? So that we're going to use our new skills to do. So to begin with, so let's start. Right. So in this first place now, you want to determine how much how much is the total amount of sugar we bought from supplier one. Remember, we bought 364 pounds of sugar, and a single pound of sugar is from supplier one is $0.32 altogether now. So by simple mathematics, we know that to get the the total amount of the price rather, the price of the total amount of sugar we bought is to multiply this times this, to multiply the quantity times the price altogether. So by that understanding, all you have to do is use multiplication function. Press equals to, you click on this, then you press your star. So I press on star, click on this, click OK. So that's that. Altogether, are you seeing it? So that's that. Then, as usual, Azure makes everything easy for us. You can drag it down so you know. So by dragging it down, we can easily calculate the total amount of sugar, with the total price for sugar without calculating it again. So this guy now, for that supplier assist now, the 365 pounds of sugar times $0.7 per sugar to give you $98.5. Let's confirm that with our calculator. Let's get the calculator. calculator to confirm that all together. Alright, so now let's check if your exam made a mistake. 365 pounds of sugar times 0.27 dollars is equals to what? 98.55. What did I get? 98.55. So that's that. So in the same vein, if you're too lazy to win, naturally the same thing we're also going to do for butter. Since you see, also going to do for flour. So now not to waste our time, we can just do the same thing here. You drag it. Why are you dragging it? The dragging is what you're dragging is you don't want to waste your time calculating it manually. Excel automatically calculates it for you. So by dragging it across now, Excel has automatically calculated for us using multiplication function. So now for butter now, for supplier one, we ordered 391 pounds of butter from supplier one, and supplier one was telling us that 1 pound of butter is $1.57. So by you have you have 391 391 times 1.57. Okay, that's okay. Jesus, 391. What out? Okay, 391 times 1.57. Okay, can you see that Excel doesn't lie? It has automatically calculated the total price we're about to pay for the butter altogether. So they are still doing. If you don't want to waste your time, you can just drag it across or through. If you can drag it down too. If you okay, so you just come here, drag this one down. You come here, drag this one down. That's all. That's all. So then under the total, the total amount of paying supplier one is basically this times plus this. Okay. So the total amount of paying supplier one is the summation of this plus this plus this. And what do you use here? You use your sum function. Your sum function says this is equals to um sum from brackets. Then you select the three of them, close the bracket, and press enter. I see now you have 754.55 dollars. That's the amount of paying supplier one in total. So as usual, you can drag it down, and your formula will go all through. So now to find the total amount of sugar, the total amount we are paying for sugar, you can also use your sum function again. So you see equals to sum from brackets. Drag this guy down here, then close the bracket, enter. Now you can see this is the total sum of this total amount we are paying for sugar. And so if you can drag it down again, if you drag it across, it will usually calculate for you the total amount you're paying for butter, the total amount you're paying for flour, and of course the grand total of everything you're paying altogether. So if you observe now, it's showing ash. Why is it showing ash? It's because the number there is too big to contain that small cell. So what do? You just come here and drag the cell, make it bigger. Are you seeing that? You come here, you press the right key down, then you drag it. It becomes bigger altogether. So that's that for that. So okay, we've practiced. Okay, let's talk about Autosum. Now, what exactly is Autosum? Let me clean this thing for you. Let me clean this. So what's Autosum? Autosum is basically automatic summing altogether. So it's basically to help you find the sum of something without you manually using the sum function. Let me give you an idea. So first of all, you select where you want to put your sum details. Are you all together now? So after selecting that one, you press your control button, your control key in your keyboard. After pressing your control key, then you select the other side. Select the where you want to sum. For example, I want to find the total amount you are going to supplier one. So that one is going to be the sum of sugar, butter, and flour. And that's why I was selecting those three. Then you come to Autosum. Where's Autosum? See Autosum here. Sum. I see this here. This is sum. Then you click on sum. It automatically calculates everything for you. both for supplier one or supplier two, supplier three, correct everything for you less than 5 seconds. All together. So if okay, you can be nice and drag this one further to give you the total amount in total altogether. So that's that for that. Then let's talk about the last one on our list. That is how to lock how to lock okay how to lock your row. So basically, we're going to use a different file. Okay, let me save this one first. Let me save this one first. Okay, we'll come back to that. So let's see for the second one. Okay, desktop. Just give me a minute, please. Thank you. I want to show you how to lock an Excel file. One thing we don't like working without practicing. So, and we want to bring out a file that requires to practice that. So, under bakery two, under bakery two. So now to get the want to practice how to use the absolute addressing, how to use the absolute addressing, or how to lock a row. Now, if you observe this time around, we're assuming that all the suppliers their prices are the same. We're assuming that supplier one, supplier to supplier six are charging us $0.4 for a single pound of sugar. That's our assumption. The same thing for butter and the flour. So now, if you want to calculate how much in total you're owing supplier one, before you would have said this guy times this guy altogether. But let me show you something. Now, as usual, now, so equals to say this as the price times this. Also, then press enter. Like as usual. You see that it calculated it very well for you. But the way the additional comes in that if you want to drag down as usual, to drag it down, you see that it's giving you error. And it's even giving you bogus number, very big number. And I'm wondering that what's all this? So what exactly is happening here is that okay, let me show you the formula behind it now. Let me show you the formula. Let's use our formula test now. So let's bring back our formula test. Formula test. So let's check for the test of this guy. Close brackets. I want to know the formula behind that cell. So as and the same time, I want to go note formula behind all of them there. Yeah, now, if you observe for this particular cell, multiplied E12 times E14. This is E12. This is E14. That will make sense, I think. But for this particular one that I brought error, multiplied what E13. This is E13 times E15. This is E15. Naturally, you cannot multiply a letter times a number. And secondly, that's not what we're looking for. We want Excel to calculate the price times the quantity. Not so now one thing that what Excel is doing now is that it's multiplying this times this, and because you dragged it down, it's more to now multiply the net value times the net value. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You observe now it is if you look at everything here, it's multiplying like for example now see it place you multiply E14. Where's E14? Multiplied E14 times what? E16. You understand? And that's not what we want. What we want it to do is multiply the price times the quantities. And now the price is fixed. So what do you do? What do you do in this kind of scenario? This kind of scenario, what you basically have to do is to lock the cell, to lock the row, to lock that price. How do you lock it? By putting a dollar sign in between E and 12. So you just come to the formula bar, or instead of going far, you can just come here and put a dollar sign. Find the dollar sign on your keyboard and insert it in between E and 12. So that you press enter. Now, if you observe, nothing changed there. But if I drag it down, you see now the values have changed. So now it is automatically what happened now is that it locked the cell. So it is now it's now if you look at the formula test now, you look at the formula test, you observe that all of them now is multiplying only E12. See, it's multiplying E12 is constant all through now. Multiplying E12 times E14, E15, E16, and so on and so forth. So as usual, as lazy as we are, we can continue, and we'll drag everything down, and so on and so forth. Then to get our total, you use your sum function, and that's that. So hope I'll be able to impact you today. See you when I see you again.